The 7 elements of a true democracy. The first element of a true democracy, the ability to annul any act of government. Just as the population empowers the rulers to make decisions, the population must also have the power to nullify any act taken by the government at any time, through a simple and democratic method. It is a natural right, that the population can easily annul any law approved by the parliament, annul any decree of law approved by the president of a country or the prime minister, and annul any governmental act. All the current laws must be published on a website that I will call the electronic electoral system, where in addition to displaying the content of each law, the possibility of annulling each law will be provided by a simple click on a button or checkbox. Thus at any time, every citizen may choose to annul any law without the need for a plebiscite or referendum on the matter. Using a smartphone with connection to the internet, or devices such as a computer or tablet, you could enter to a website to easily vote. A law will be annulled once said option reaches 50% plus 1 vote of the total number of people authorized to vote at that time. All current laws must be published on a website of the electronic electoral system, where in addition to displaying the content of each law, the possibility of cancelling each law by a simple click on a button or checkbox will be provided. So at any time, every citizen may choose to cancel a law without the need for a plebiscite or referendum on the matter. A law will be annulled once the cancellation option reaches 50% plus 1 vote of the total of qualified to vote at that moment. Likewise, decrees of law issued by the president of a country, prime minister, or other authority may be annulled. Likewise, regulations, commercial treaties, bids, and any other legal element approved by the government may be annulled. In a web page of the electoral system, will appear buttons with the different dispositions issued by the governors, ordered according to their legal category. Each citizen could access to the website of the electoral system, by entering their identification and a personal password. If a citizen wishes to cancel a law, then he will click on the button that says Laws. Then, on the website, it will show a list of all the laws indexed by subject and number, together with the option to annul each law, as exemplified next. The citizen can click on the Annul the Law, Keep the Law, or Abstention box. If the citizens opt for the annulment of a certain law, then that law will be automatically cancelled when the favorable vote for the annulment is reached, by 50% plus 1 vote of the total citizens qualified to vote at that moment. With this new methodology of citizen empowerment, at any time a citizen can access the website of the digital electoral system, and cancel any current law. It will not be necessary, cumbersome plebiscites or referendums to annul laws. It will always be possible to cancel any law, at any time. There will be no deadlines for the annulment of a law, since all current law will be published on the website of the electoral system, and may be cancelled at any time, without further processing, than a simple click on a web page. In the same way it will be possible to annul any legal element approved by the government, such as law decrees, regulations of law, tenders, commercial agreements, international agreements, articles of the Constitution of the Republic, and any other legal element deemed necessary to cancel. The power to annul laws, regulations of law, articles of the Constitution, decrees of law, tenders, and other legal elements, will be available at all times, and will be a permanent right for all citizens. With this new system of citizen empowerment, the rulers will approve laws and other legal elements, and citizens will have the power to reject said laws and legal elements in a fast and simple way, proceeding to their annulment. Otherwise, the laws are not laws for the benefit of the people, but obligations imposed by a few persons against the majority of the population. Participatory democracy using digital direct voting is the government of majorities over minorities, but in all aspects, and not only when choosing the rulers. Citizens must have the power to make the most important governmental decisions, in a true democracy. The governors are only common people who occupy positions to write laws and dispositions, which must represent the desires of at least the majority of the population, to build together a better society. If the rulers do not write laws that represent the desires of the people, or do not make the right decisions, then the citizens must have the option to annul easily the laws and dispositions that the governors propose. The wishes of minorities, with regard to religious, cultural, and other matters, should be allowed by social majorities, as long as they do not adversely affect the development of their lives. The reason is that the plurality of ideas, customs, and beliefs enrich societies, as opposed to forced homogeneity.